I'm Craig Longnecker, and this is the Roots Cooking Show. First off, a little background information. Roots Country Market has been a Lancaster institution since 1925. What we focus on and what makes us unique is that we focus on bringing food and products straight from the farm right to your dinner table. Bringing local, fresh produce, meats, and cheeses. And that's what we're going to do on this show. We're going to show you how to take those ingredients and make dinner. So let's start cooking. Tonight we're going to be making beef and seared pineapple with a mushroom and celery salad. Our ingredients are about 1 pound of beef chunks, 1 pineapple, about 6 lengths of celery, and about 6 heads of mushrooms. So first off, our first step is going to be dressing the mushrooms. These are Lancaster grown shiitake mushrooms. And what we're going to do is we're going to take off the stem because those are really chewy and we just don't want that kind of texture in our salad. So what we're going to do now is julienne the heads of the mushrooms and throw those into a bowl. About 6 of them. They're about that size. And now what I'm going to do is take 1 lemon, cut it in half, and we're going to use the lemon juice to help flavor and then tenderize the mushrooms. So use this hand, catch the seeds, let all that lemon juice get all over those mushrooms. Ooh, that smells good. And we're just going to get rid of this. Wash your hand. So now we have the lemon juice all in the mushrooms, and what I'm going to do now is just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. We're just going to toss those around, make sure that everything's evenly coated, and we're just going to let these sit while we're preparing the other food to let them get nice and tender. Just set these aside. Save this half of the lemon. We're going to be using it later. Now we're going to cut the celery. Celery, cut off the top, cut off the bottom. You get rid of this. What I like to do is I throw these little pieces on the floor so my dogs can get them. So they always follow me around every time I cook. So what we're going to go for cutting the celery is we're going to cut it lengthwise. It's about as thin as you can possibly get it. And watch your fingers. Make sure to always keep a sharp knife, because a sharp knife going through vegetables, there's a lot less resistance and a lot less chance that you'll slip and take off your thumb. But always with a sharp knife, you have to watch out for your fingers. So yeah, nice and thin. This is locally grown celery. Now we're going to cut our pineapple. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut the pineapple in about an inch square piece, and then stick them about 7 or 8 on 2 skewers. Make sure you use 2, because when you stick 2 of them in, you can flip them without the pieces of the pineapple rotating around 1 skewer. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop off the top, chop off the bottom, and just going to get rid of that. Now we're just going to cut off the skin. Make sure you don't take too much of the flesh along with the skin, because then you're going to have very little pineapple to work with. This just smells great. Lancaster County doesn't grow its own pineapple, but you can still buy plenty of great ripe pineapples at Roots Country Market. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut around the core. We're going to cut the core off. I love throwing pineapples on the grill too during the summer. Instead of cutting it lengthwise like this, I would cut the pineapple horizontally, kind of like in patty forms, like even with the core still in it, and just throw it on the grill until it gets like nice grill marks. It's delicious. It's my favorite way how to do pineapple. This is probably my second way though, getting it seared on a flat top. Okay, we're gonna make sure we get all of the nice the skin off the pineapple. We're going to take this piece and we're going to just we're going for square pieces. So trim off the top. So we're going to save these for later for our barbecue sauce. Get a little pineapple flair in our barbecue sauce. And we're just going to cube these like we did the others. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mince the pineapple that we didn't put on the skewers. So what we're going to do is we're going to chop it very finely and we're going to add it to our spicy barbecue sauce. Make sure to get it nice and finely chopped because we're adding to the sauce and we don't want large chunks of pineapple in the barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce is a homemade barbecue sauce with a little spicy kick. It's just ketchup, mustard, hot sauce, favorite seasonings like chili powder, garlic powder, cayenne powder, salt and pepper, mixed all together. And when we add the pineapple to the barbecue sauce, it's going to add a nice citrus and sweet tang to the barbecue sauce. Now we're mincing the pineapple for the barbecue sauce. This is going to give the barbecue sauce a nice citrus tangy flavor. Going to add to the sweetness. So this is kind of like adding a nice texture element and also pineapple juice. Because when you mince it up like this, it gets really juicy. It's going to be fresh and have a wonderful citrus flavor to it. We have our pineapple here on 2 skewers. Make sure you use 2 skewers so they don't rotate and when you go to turn them. We're going to put them onto a pancake skillet and get a nice caramelization on the outside. Keep it nice tender inside and get a nice golden brown on the outside. Already starting to sizzle and smell delicious. And now we're going to take care of the beef. And here we have our beef cubes. This is locally raised top sirloin, Black Angus. It's grass-fed and corn-fed. This cow was alive about a week ago up near Lidditz. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh olive oil and we're just going to coat one side of the beef chunks. And do not be afraid. Like, slather it up really nice. The olive oil is going to help the beef get a nice, good sear and make a great brown color to the meat. Now we're going to take some seasoning, some salt and pepper, a little bit. Salt and pepper helps to enhance the natural flavor of the beef. Okay, we're going to put the beef down on a skillet that's about medium heat, and we're going to take that side that we marinated with the olive oil and the salt and pepper, and we're going to put that side down. Oh, listen to that sizzle. That's delicious. We're going to cook it about 3 minutes aside, and as that marinated side is down, we're going to address the other side. When you guys go to Roots, talk to the red meat dealers, like the delis. Ask them about the beef. Great standholders will love talking about their product. They're never shy, so just ask. When the beef was processed, what it's fed, if it's grass-fed, is it corn-fed, maybe if it had a nickname, I don't know. Oh, and I smell the pineapple. It's getting very fragrant right now. I put the pineapple on first because the pineapple is going to take a little bit longer to cook. After the beef cooks for about 3 minutes aside, we're going to let it sit as we address the pineapple. When the beef sits, it retains all of its juices. If you try to eat the beef too soon, you lose all that great flavor. We're going to take a look at the pineapple. It's been on a while. Doesn't have any color yet, so we're going to let that go. When you're cooking the beef chunks usually come in different sizes. So some pieces will get cooked right away, and some pieces might look a little more red. When you let it sit off heat, it's when those larger pieces get a chance to cook all the way through, and you'll lose some of that redness. We're going to take a look at these. Oh, look at that great color. We're gonna flip these. See, this is why we use 2 skewers, because I can just grab these and all these pieces just move in synchronization. We're gonna put these down. Oh, this is great color. About 3 more minutes and these are done. These will be ready to sit. And our pineapple is for that. We want that nice golden brown, give it a nice crunch on the outside. And it'll still have that nice soft pineapple inside. The beef has great color and it's exactly where I want it, so I'm going to take it off the heat and let it sit while the rest of the pineapple cooks. And while it sits, I'm going to hit it with a little bit of lemon juice. Make sure you don't get any seeds. Yeah, just like that. I'm going to kill the heat. Take a look at these pineapples. Get some great color. I'm going to turn these. Now we're going to get ready to plate, and we're going to make our salad. We're going to combine the celery along with the mushrooms. We're going to give that a nice mix with our hands. And since I added salt and pepper to the mushrooms, I'm not going to add any more. It's perfectly seasoned. And to the mushrooms and celery, we're going to add some nice green onions. This is 1 finely minced green onion. This is going to give it a nice kind of fresh onion flavor. It's not too overpowering like a white onion, but it's going to give it a great flavor. So now we're going to plate, and our pineapple and our beef are both ready. So we're going to take just a small handful of the salad and put it onto one side of the plate. Make it messy, that's fine. Do whatever you like. Get creative. If you feel like writing your name in celery stalks on the plate, you can go right ahead. And if you have a little bit left over, go back. Be friendly with people. Give them some more, because it's good. You want them to have as much as they can. Oh my God. So good. We're going to take the barbecue sauce, we're going to put it on top of the beef and the pineapple. And after that, if you have some leftover, I made plenty because I love this sauce. It's great and it's tangy, and it works as a great complement to the beef and a salad dressing for all the celery and the mushroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some on the side, because you cannot have enough of this sauce. There's too much of a good thing, it does not exist. Woo! Now we're done. This is my favorite part of the show. Finally get to taste it. This is our seared pineapple and beef on top of a salad of celery and mushrooms. And I'm just gonna dig into it. Don't be shy. Great sear on the outside of the pineapple. Great tender inside. Beef is well seasoned. Juicy. That's what happens when you let it sit. It retains that juice. So flavorful. Those mushrooms really absorb that lemon juice. Every time you crunch into a mushroom, you really get that burst of lemon. This reminds me of a cookout on the beach. Wow. Well, before I make too much a pig of myself, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us. I'm Craig Longenecker, and I'm 5th generation owner and operator of Ruts Country Market in Manheim. And I just wanted to say thank you for joining us.
Wow.